What's good, YouTube? I was in the sun, but I couldn't see my phone screen. Maybe I should finally invest in the camera, right? But anyway, it's your boy Playmaker Wave with the playbook, and y'all read the title, man. Just had a student make $5,000 using this trading strategy. We're gonna show the receipts. We're gonna show how we did so far this week, and of course, we're gonna break down how you can catch a similar move like this every day. Doesn't matter what the session is. Now, this is your first time on the channel. Welcome. I appreciate giving this channel a chance. Make sure to hit that thumbs up, sub, and bell button because we don't just drop videos like this, but we also drop trading psychology videos, trading tip videos, trading plan videos, and most importantly of all, we live stream and live trade every day on the same channel, Monday through Friday, London session 3 a.m. EST. Now, we also got a free signal room, free Telegram. So while I'm talking, you're gonna see some receipts so far this month. And let's go ahead and get onto the charts. All right, so as you see here on my student and member group chat, and you also peep at the top, you always see any of my live streams I always stress proper risk and calculating risk in the same amount every single trade. And this video right here explains exactly how to calculate your lot size, make sure you're risking the same amount each trade, no matter what pair you're trading, no matter what the stop loss pip amount difference is. New Zealand play, you see the same date, it's the 11th. He posted this today. You see it was just one day right here. Took two positions, caught 5,000. Practice makes perfect. You see right here, another person was in there. Bro, GN was mental. Huge buy position. Look at that entry. If y'all interested in advanced play signal room, links are in the description. Then if you can see right here, this was during Tokyo session, the GBP New Zealand play. You see it was the 10th, so we held this into Tokyo going into London the next day because London's 3 a.m. EST. So you see the entry, the SL, the TPs. You see another position we entered, TPs getting hit. All that good stuff, y'all. So now let's break down why we even went for a buy and how you can catch a similar setup literally any day on the charts. All right, so as you can see, this was the GBP New Zealand move. You see this was the 11th, holding it into the next day. This was a nice, huge 1 to 5 risk to reward. So that means whatever you entered, you made 5 times what you were risking. So if you was risking $100, you made $500. If you was risking $1,000, you made $5,000. Okay, so you saw these positions there, so it makes sense how he was able to make a huge amount without risking too much. Now let's break down why we even took this position. Before we break that down, I just want to point out how we caught the entire daily candlestick that day. All right, so that's how powerful the strategy is and why I stress so much to trade based off the bigger time frames. First thing I do before entering any trade is I go in the daily time frame. Why do I go in the daily time frame? Because that's how price moves. Price moves based off bigger time frames. Price moves on a day by day, week by week, month by month basis. So if you're not trading off the bigger time frames, you're only paying attention to what's happening within that day instead of what's been happening within that month, that quarter, that year, years. So as you can see here, literally since the beginning of this year, February, price has been bullish and pushing to the upside. So that means we are in an uptrend. That's the first thing I do is I identify the trend on the bigger level. So if we're in an uptrend, I'm strictly looking for buys. I don't care if there's a retracement. I'm not getting greedy. I'm only looking for buys. Why am I only looking for buys in an uptrend? Because an uptrend literally means that price is gradually going up. It's in an uptrend. It's trending to the upside. A downtrend means price is trending to the downside. So if price is going to the downside over time, why would you go for buys? You're going against what price is going overall. Same thing for sells. I mean, same thing with buys here. Why would you go for sells when price is going up overall? So if everything's showing us buys, we're only looking for buys. If everything's showing us sells, we're only looking for sells. That's what I tell my students literally every single day. So now that we know we're in an uptrend, we're looking for buys. Now the question is, where are we going to enter a buy at? That's where these levels come into play. So once you identify the trend, you want to identify the levels. Now I have a few videos on my YouTube channel explaining how to break these levels down and identify them. So go ahead and click this video right here. Either watch it after you finish this trade breakdown or come back to this one after, vice versa, up to y'all. Boom. So now that we have these levels identified, now we want to wait for price, since we're looking for buys, to break the next level or retrace down to the lower level and respect it as a support and enter off that. If we're in a sell position, we wait for price to retest to the upside or break the level below it and treat it as a resistance. Then we look for sells. Okay. And you'll see exactly what I'm talking about when we go on the smaller time frame. So just looking at this boldened up blue line and this boldened level yellow line, you see exactly what I mean. You see our price broke this level, retested, treated as support, retraced back down, retested as support, shot back up. Then you see what price shot up here, hit this level, treated as resistance, hit this level, treated as support, retested, same level being treated as support, retested, same level being treated as resistance, same level being treated as support, resistance. So I kept bobbing in and out of this level. Then it finally broke out this level. And that's when we entered the buy. And that thing exploded to the upside. That's simple, y'all. So now that I know based off the bigger time frames, price is bullish, exactly like I said, we're going to wait for price to break this level. So you see price is treated as resistance. Then it finally broke above the level. So once I saw price do that, I was like, okay, that's my sign to look for buys. So all I had to do was wait for my confirmation of price breaking back to the upside. Once it treated that level as support, then I was going to put my position in after I calculated my lot size, of course, from where my stop loss is. Another thing I forgot to add. So before you enter a trade, you want to make sure the trade's even worth entering, which is why risk to reward is a thing. Obviously, this wasn't the initial targets. The initial targets was right here. And then if we could break that, then it was right here. But either way, even this is 1 to 2 risk to reward. So you want to look for at least a 1 to 2, 1 to 3 minimum risk to reward. That means whatever you're entering, you're making 2 to 3 times your risk. Because just think about this. If you're risking $10 and you're only making $2, that's not a good trade and worth your money, right? So if you're going to risk your money, you want to have it to be a high probability trade with a high probable outcome of going your way. And then also you wanted to at least make at least what you're risking and investing into the position. You know what I mean? So definitely do that first. And you don't understand how risk to reward works, go ahead and click this video. I got y'all's back. I got a video breaking down the importance of risk to reward and how I use it daily. All right. Now let's get back to it. So we see price, we're waiting for it to break that level. Then boom, it broke that level. So right here, after price broke that level, this candlestick is when I entered, called the position out. Because look, we go back here, the position was at 730. So all we're going to do is just click this piece right here, and then we're going to type in 730. We're going to type in 730. All right, so you see we entered right here on this candlestick, just like I said, right here on this previous high. Because again, this was the high. This is the previous high to the left before price rejected to the downside. And then we look to the left, which is why I always tell my members this as well, the importance of back testing. You look to the left, it's going to explain what's happening in the present and what could potentially happen in the future. So you see, this was the previous highest high, and then price rejected that level. Then it did a retest, hit the same exact level, then rejected. But instead of pushing all the way down to this level here, it stayed close to this daily level. So when price broke this level and hit this, that's when I was like, okay, we're going to go for a buy. Then, I sent the signal out to the members, and the rest was history. That thing exploded to the upside, retested this level a few times, broke that level. And we literally held this from Tokyo session into London session and then into New York. That is how strong and powerful the strategy is if you trade based off the bigger time frames instead of the smaller time frames. And y'all enjoy this video, man. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below any questions, comments, concerns you may have. Make sure to hit that first link in the description from the free signal room, free Telegram. Also, make sure to have the bell on, because we don't just post helpful videos like this weekly, but we live stream and live trade daily, Monday through Friday on the same channel, London session 3 a.m. EST. If you want to contact me directly, you can hit me up on Instagram at playmaker_way. Make sure to follow me on TikTok as well as Playmaker Way. I post daily on both pages and I respond to all messages. See y'all in the next video or the next stream. We out.